Welcome, everyone, to today's Explainer. We are jumping right in to tackle what is honestly probably the absolute biggest headache when it comes to running a micro, small, and medium enterprise, or MSME. And you know what it is, right? It's finding the exact right information at the exact moment you need it. Well, today we're going to explore a really fascinating new solution that's designed to just completely cut through all that red tape. It empowers business owners, and we're going to focus strictly on how this tool completely transforms the way you get your answers. Let's get into it.
Think about it for a second. Is finding the right business information actually holding your MSME back? I mean, if you're a small business owner, you already know the reality here. You're constantly surrounded by paperwork, invoices, and just endless tabs of government information open on your computer. Navigating all those registrations, trying to figure out insanely complex compliance rules, and hunting down details on new schemes across dozens of confusing sources, it honestly feels like a full-time job all on its own. It's a massive point of friction.
So here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. 1. The MSME Information Challenge. 2. Meet Mira, your Mitra. 3. Ask Mira your way. 4. One chat, multiple needs. 5. Multilingual and conversational. And finally, 6. Enabling MSME growth. Let's start with Section 1, the MSME Information Challenge, and specifically, information overload.
We're looking at the core problem MSMEs face every single day, having multiple, scattered sources that just lead to total information overload. Right now, the modern business owner is trying to actually run their company while simultaneously digging through a mountain of fragmented data just to figure out how to apply for a basic grant. But what the business owner actually needs is so much simpler. He just needs simple, direct answers. Getting clear, actionable information shouldn't be this agonizing, pulling your hair out kind of process.
That brings us to Section 2. Meet Mira, your Mitra, a smart chat assistant.
Okay, let's dive into this and look at the actual interface itself. Notice the layout we have here. You've got Mira, which is a digital human avatar representing your Mitra, which literally means your friend or partner in this whole process. And right alongside that is the smart chat assistant itself. It greets you super simply. I'm Mira, your MSME Mitra. How can I assist you today? It's a clean, completely centralized hub designed specifically for MSME users to find exactly what they need, zero clutter involved.
Moving on to Section 3, Ask Mira your way, where you can either type or speak.
The designers of this tool knew that business owners are incredibly busy, so the whole interface is built entirely around your convenience. You can interact with Mira in whichever way makes sense for you in that exact moment. You basically have two primary options. Step 1, you can just type your question directly into the chat, something like, how can I register my MSME, and just hit send. Or Step 2, you can simply click the little microphone icon and literally just ask your question out loud using your voice.
Just imagine you're multitasking in your workshop or your office. Your hands are full, and you definitely don't have time to type out a long, complicated query. You just tap the microphone and ask out loud, what government schemes are available for MSMEs? The tool captures your voice effortlessly, and your question pops right into the conversation. It perfectly mirrors how we actually communicate in real life.
And the second you ask, Mira completely understands the query and provides an easy-to-understand, real-time answer. You don't get a link to some 40-page PDF document that you have to somehow read through yourself. No way. You get the actual answer directly inside that simple chat window. You ask, Mira understands, and boom, you get your answers instantly. Let's look at Section 4. One chat, multiple needs, focusing on centralized help.
Look at this massive breadth of services available. Instead of bouncing around between a dozen different government portals, you have these quick-click options for literally everything. We're talking MSME registration, financing, marketing, GST guidance, tech adoption, the whole shebang. Help for every single one of these incredibly complex areas is completely centralized into one single conversation.
So the absolute game changer here is how quickly you can navigate all this. If you don't even know exactly what to type, you don't have to guess. You just click one of those quick options, like MSME schemes and benefits, and Mira instantly responds, guiding you step by step through that specific topic. It makes exploring these really common business needs incredibly fast and intuitive. It literally just requires a single click to get started. Next up, Section 5, Multilingual and Conversational, which is all about accessible conversations.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the language selector capability.
This application doesn't force you to interact in English if you don't want to. You can easily switch between English, Hindi, and other supported native languages. That is absolutely crucial, because it means critical MSME information isn't locked away behind some frustrating language barrier. Users can simply select the language they are most comfortable speaking and just continue their business research totally naturally.
And notice I said naturally, because this isn't just a basic search engine, it's a true conversational assistant. Here's how the flow works. Step 1, you ask your initial question. Step 2, you ask a follow-up, like, okay, what documents do I need for that? Mira actually remembers what you were just talking about and answers in context. Then step 3, you continue naturally, asking, are there any government benefits? The chat doesn't just stop and reset after one answer. You ask, you follow up, and you truly fully understand the topic before you move on.
Finally, Section 6, enabling MSME growth through an interactive experience.
What really brings this whole platform together is the feel of the interface itself. As you interact, Mira actually speaks back to you naturally, using that digital human avatar we saw earlier. This makes the whole interaction feel deeply human and genuinely supportive. Instead of staring at a sterile, boring database, you have this highly engaging, interactive experience. You ask, you listen, and you converse. And that perfectly brings us to the core mission of this whole thing, which is summarized right here in this quote, MSME Mitra, making information simpler, faster, and more accessible for every MSME. Think about it, from your very first question about how to register, all the way down the line to your next huge business decision about securing a loan or expanding your tech stack, this assistant is right there in your corner to empower you.
Ask, learn, grow. That is the fundamental promise we're looking at here. By removing all that agonizing friction of finding information, business owners actually get their time back. Time they can spend, actually running and growing their companies. So I'll leave you with this thought today. If you had instant conversational answers to absolutely every business obstacle right in your native language, what would be your very first question to Mira today?